A victor's welcome, but without a clear victory. Sweden's Social Democrat Prime Minister Stefan Löfven has defied calls to step down after an election that leaves the country's two main blocs in deadlock. Sunday's vote saw major gains by the far-right nationalists, but Löfven said nothing had yet been determined and he would remain in office until Parliament opens in 2 weeks. With just a handful of districts left to be counted, the leftist bloc of Social Democrats, Greens and Left Party that has governed for the past 4 years held a wafer-thin lead over the centre-right alliance. Löfven's Social Democrats won the most votes with 28.4%, down almost 3 points since 2014. A distant second with 19.8%, the Liberal Conservative Moderate Party that leads the centre-right alliance. But the big result of the night was just under 18% for the Sweden Democrats. Although the final tally appears to be less than had been projected, with some polls putting them in second place overall, the result still gives the nationalist SD a big boost. Last time around, they took just 13%. If leader Jimmy Åkesson was disappointed, he didn't show it, instead lauding the prospect that his party will have a real influence over Swedish politics in days and months to come. Sweden's mainstream parties have all said they won't work with the Sweden Democrats, but Åkesson said he'd be willing to talk to them, in particular Moderate Party leader Ulf Kristersson, who heads the centre-right alliance. Kristersson on Sunday said the leftist bloc would not find support in Parliament and his alliance would start discussions on forming the next government.
Well, it is now clear that this is an election without any clear winners, but also without any clear losers. The grim faces here at the Social Democratic Party event has been replaced by something that can be described as a celebration. The party have done an historically bad election, but still it's a lot better than they feared. On the other side of the political spectrum, the Sweden Democrats, the populist, right-wing, anti-immigration party, has done an historically good election, but not as good as they were hoping. What is also clear is that the real action will now move on to the negotiation tables. These parties will now have to start to figure out what kind of coalition is going to govern this country. And that is probably going to take days, weeks, and maybe even months. This is Jonah Kellgren reporting for Euronews from Stockholm.